Just gonna wait for people to start appearing, I guess. Perfect, I didn't take the gloves on. Hello, Goose. Long time no see. How are you? Today we're upgrading the computer. You missed the last one where I put this beast in there and almost gave myself a heart attack. I'm going to take this out for now. Let the people start rolling in for a little bit. What type of GPU is it? This is a AMD 9070. This is like the second most powerful graphics card on the market right now. The only one better than this is the 5090. And I picked this one specifically because this one has more of a focus on gaming shit than it does AI-based stuff like all of NVIDIA's crap right now. And so because of that, the way this thing's designed, it'll be better in the long term. Hi, Sunday. Hi, Sunday. We're finishing this up. Also, I did test this out last night. Shout outs to Ragosi for helping out a bit when I ended the stream. Yes, this is safe. It works. I'm not going to kill myself doing this. However, I have also locked onto a new power supply that would work better. That is literally just in a computer store here in my city. It's like $200, so it's hopefully next paycheck after I get things taken care of, I will be picking that up. Not going to stream that, but that'll be a lot safer, and that will be able to handle this, because it can take 4 of these cords instead of 3. So that'll be nice. So yeah. Got 6 people watching. Hello, everyone. So today, I'm going to be finishing this up. I found the brackets. I put those on this off camera so I can finally attach this to the back of the radiator here. Oh, hey, Omnar. So we're going to put that on, have the second CPU fan. This is going to go on the front. I'm going to replace the CPU fan I have with this, because this I can daisy chain up with the rest of the RGB fans and have it all in the same pattern, which will be nice. And then we've got this bad boy. This is a case-mounted monitor. I can display stats and whatnot on this, and I can play some cool animations. This is like almost purely cosmetic. But I don't care, because this is already 50% a cosmetic build. Lego edition, kind of. How Kitty's gonna say hi. Yeah, this is the Omnar. You might recognize this from Gamza's. This is the Bionicle PC that I've put together, and I'm giving it a massive upgrade. And like I said, 50% of this, 50% of the choices I made are cosmetic to fit that theme. That's why I got this graphics card, is because it has like some really cool mechanical designs, and I don't know how well you can see it, but if I lift, I might be able to get you a good view. You can't see it really, but there's a gear design on here that reminds me a lot of the old Bionicles. Yeah, I'm gonna let the kitty sniff things a bit. Yes. Hey, kitty. It's no time. Say hi to the camera, kitty. Everybody say hi to Jezza. Say hi to the mascot. Yeah, she's a good girl. So we're going to start by getting this old fan out and replacing, getting the new fan onto the brackets. So we got already unplugged. And so yeah, this will be nice because I want this one, it's already got RGB in it, but it doesn't match up with the other RGB fans in here. So having just another one of these on there instead will allow me to, I can just have it play the same, stuff. This is a really nice fan, though. I'm not getting rid of it. So got that. Gotta get the thing, the brackets off next. How high are you? Peak. I'm not high. I'm very tired. I don't know why, but I just could not get any sleep last night. I just woke up from a nap. 17 views, 7 likes. Well, start liking it, Stinky. Make sure you all like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to check out the Patreon for access to the Monkey Pit and join the root server for more Monkey Pit. Get these off. I'm probably not going to put these buffers on because I don't really need them. I might. I don't know. We'll see. Get this gunk off. Goose like. There we go. Now we have 6 views and 8 likes. There, I have more likes than views. I upped my game, asshole. Come on. Set that off side here. Give me money, give me money, give me money, come on, money, 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 give me money, see the line, gotta give me money out, give me money, 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 money. Oh, Sunday, I don't know if you saw, I know you did see, that one guy who was trying to get me banned from that server. I told him if he paid me $100, I'm giving him the generous discount because I'm just such a nice guy. So if he pays me $100, then I'll leave that server. Come on, sticky crap. Bracket off to the side. So how are we all doing today? All 2 of my viewers. Oh, 4 viewers. Oh, getting up there with the big names. You're just modding stuff right now? Cool. Alright. Those brackets are officially off. I can put this off to the side now. Thank you, Sunday. Alright. I'm thinking... So this is what I'm thinking. This weekend, I'm going to try and finally finish up that one video I've been working on and off. I haven't been able to make any videos because, you know, making parts for Boeing is time consuming. So I'm trying to get that done. And then I'm thinking after that, I have another video idea I want to do, so I might try that out. We will see. We shall see. Alright. New fan. Clear the box. Perfect. So I want it to mount like this, so that these cords are all on the back axe end. So get the brackets. Put those back in place. God damn it. Come here. Come here, you plastic little piece of crepe. Do that. But yeah, so I'm going to try and get back into making videos again. Now that things have been kind of settled into place with the job. You know, the reason I could buy this. Oh, by the way, shout out, one viewer, shout out to Sunday for helping me out a ton when I started the new job and before, while I was getting things paid off and whatnot. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been able to get out of the hole the way I did. And I wouldn't be doing this right now. So shout out to Sunday Math for being a big help. Hi, kitty. Yeah, hi, kitty. Very curious goober running around. Alright, so alright. Let's stick these things back on, I guess. Might as well. They're here, they're still sticky, might as well. And I did do a test run with the new GPU. That's actually part of why I didn't turn the stream back on again, because I said I was going to stream making it blow up, and well, it didn't blow up. I'm a man of my word. If I can't make it blow up, I'm not going to stream it. But this does work actually quite well. I had no issues running it with the one daisy-chained wire. That's nice. All right. That's the new fan. Just got to find the power plug. Here it is. And what we're going to do, I'm going to slide this in. To place. There we go. There she goes. That is the RGB link up. Now, will this go to the CPU plug on its own, please? I'd rather not use an insanely long cord for such a short distance, but I might have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Oh well, so we'll save that for after I get everything else installed, because I'm gonna daisy chain this. All right, see you Sunday. Hi, kitty. Hi, Jazza. So this is my other fan. And so the idea is, blow it through there. No. All right. Say hi, kitty. Yeah, I don't want you in the middle of this, but you can say hi. Yeah, you're a good girl. She's a good kitty. She's a good kitty. Let's make sure. I do believe I've got that in right. Oh, hi, you silly goose. Hi, you silly cat. I'm a very silly animal. Pretty sure I installed it right. I'll check it in a sec. So this one of the nice things about this is I can daisy chain this up to the RGB fan and have them all powered by one plug, which will be nice. So I'll do that here in a second. I just want to get this in first. Oh. Hold on just a second. See, one of the problems I had was one of the brackets was broken, so I had to fix it. It's being a little temperamental about that. So we're going to fix it again. Should still work for what I'm using it on, but yeah. Yes, Jezza, you're here. We know you're here, silly. She wants attention. Because she's a silly kitty. 2 hours. Sounds like me trying to mod Stellaris. I guess while we're waiting for the fan, I'm waiting for that to finish. I'm going to take a look at this, and we're going to strategize this whole debacle. So one of the things I intend on doing here today is, in fact, better cable management for the rest of the build. Amongst other things. So that is one of the end goals. Is that what you think, kitty? I think one of the most annoying things about this GPU bracket is you need to get it precise, but actually doing so is nearly impossible. There. That should be good. I'm thinking I might try getting one of those GPU brackets that mounts over here. I might try that because I think that would actually fit in this build a lot better than your average kind. W cable management is a good idea. Yeah, well, the cable management I have in this right now... Say hi, kitty, again. The cable management I have in this right now, most of it's taken care of, but this was just kind of thrown together just to get it in there and stuff, because I knew I'd have to rearrange half this crap anyway, so... Let's go ahead and get this out. Take a peek at what this has to offer. This is, like I said, this is a case-mounted OLED monitor, so you can put this inside the case. You can play cool animations on it. You can use it to display, like, you know, temperatures and cool stats like that. And I have plans to make a custom animation to fit the Bionicle theme of the case. Am I going to get rid of... Yeah, that's what the bracket's for. That's what a bracket does. That's what this does. This gets rid of the sag. But I want to get a fancier one that I can mount in there that will also work better. Because this works fine, but I want a better one. That one's a good for now fix. We have Ching Chong. I can't read Ching Chong. We welcome you to share your hard work with us through our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Okay, cool. Whatever. Got instruction manuals galore in this stupid thing. Reading, that's for losers and smart people. Yeah, no, GPU bracket is what I was talking about. I already saw a video on how to install one of these. I did my research before I put my parts in the cart and everything. I wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing, at least to an extent. Can't read the Chinese side, damn it. Are they both the Chinese side? So I can mount this thing on the back. I can also mount it inside the case, and my plan is to mount it inside of the case. So, take out the foam. And then we got the actual monitor itself. Look at that. That's pretty. That's metal. That is a metal case. That's durable. Well, that didn't take the thing off like it was supposed to. Right, time to scratch the glass. Time to scratch the glass of the thingy that I just got. What would building a PC be without one horridly unforgivable screw up that ruins the entire thing, you know? Here we go. Ain't that pretty? Ain't that pretty? So that's the actual monitor itself. Set that off to the side. And then here's cables. So if you wanted to mount it on the outside, you could use this USB mount. This is for mounting it inside. That's the one I'm going to use. Yeah, exactly. Gotta screw up everything. This is the actual mount itself. And then there is some sticky pads in case you wanted to just do that. I'm not planning on using these. And then got more mounting stuff and screws and a screwdriver. Very nice, very nice. Gonna put this all away for now. Save the papers. I'll save the papers for now, just in case. Let's just set this off to the side too. Should play as Doom Guy. That's who you should play as. You should play as Doom Guy. So this thing can mount like that. Let's see here. Because I want to mount it in here, if that's possible. Okay, Okay, so you can... So this is the part that actually would mount it. And you loosen up the screws to turn it, I believe. Doof guy. You doof guy. We all excited for the Doom the Dark Ages DLC? I know I am. I got the season pass, so I'm gonna get it for free on launch. Technically, I just bought it ahead of time, but I digress. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. It's got a bunch of cool lore stuff. I don't know who all caught this, but they actually they revealed Doom Guy's last name at the very end of the trailer. So there's been a few working names for Doom Guy since the 90s. And the two that id Software has kind of continuously returned to are Stan Blaskovitz and Flynn Taggart. And going from the trailer, they played an audio clip where somebody called him Taggart, which officially confirms that Doom Guy's name is in fact Flynn Taggart. I thought that was pretty cool. Trying to get this mounting bracket set up where I want it. For the monitor, because I'm in part going to use this to help hold cables in place. And then some point way down the line, I'm going to get better cables that are shorter. Because most of the cables in this thing are way too long anyways. So I'm going to try and get some shorter ones, but that'll be like way down the line. Also because I want to get RGB cables, because I want this thing to light up my house by itself. Yeah, trying to use the screwdriver this small with gloves is a pain in the ass. Hello to the other people who've joined the stream. Today we are watching me make the most expensive mistake of my life. At least it will be if I screw something up. Which, praise the Lord, I haven't yet. Let's keep praising the Lord and keep praying and asking that I don't. Okay, while I have this out, I'm going to check. See if this will fit where I want it to. It looks like it will. Yeah, I could get that in there. I'll have to just put this someplace different. But yeah, I think I can. That should work just fine. There we go. That's where I want that. So, who's been keeping up with Iran? That's been fun to watch. Bombing the crap out of them. Apparently, we got 5 viewers again, huh? Hi, Ragosi. He wants all the RGB in the world so he can see his computer from outer space. Exactly. Look, when astronauts go into space to colonize the moon like they've been talking about doing, I want them to see 2 things from orbit. The Great Wall of China and my computer. Hey, I can see the Great Wall of China. What the hell is that ugly rainbow abomination? That's some fucking loser's computer in North Dakota. Oh yeah, no, I've been keeping up with the Iran stuff. It's been fun. I know that's a terrible way to describe a war, but it's been kind of fun to watch. Especially considering how we basically haven't lost anybody over there. And I'm sitting here like, I forgot that we used to do things like this. I forgot. Like you read about stuff like this in the history books. It's like, yeah, during the Cold War we did this, and that, and then it just kind of seemed like we kind of would never be able to do that again. And it's just kind of sitting here watching what's basically just a show of might. It's just like this insane, amazing America's back baby. And I'm just sitting there like, I forgot we used to do things like this. I forgot we could do that. That and Iran is just a terrible country, a terrible, evil country, and it's nice to see them actually being shut down. Death to America? No, death to you. All right. That should work. Just find the screws that'll go in there. I believe these are the ones I want. The big fat ones. Because they seem to be a bit big to fit in the back of this. So we're going to put these in very carefully. I'll have to move this back a bit. That should work. That should work. Get that moved completely out of my way. All right, see you, Goose. Last night I took this thing for a test spin. I played Helldivers and Doom the Dark Ages on max graphics, and it ran beautifully. It ran beautifully. I'm gonna do this. Nice and, but yeah, no, everything, just ran so buttery smooth. It was beautiful. Made me very happy. I hope these holes are big enough to handle these screws. Screws might be a bit too big. That's okay, I have other screws I can use. Now the trick is just finding some that'll fit. That'll work. That's why you never throw out screws. They're just hardware in general. Move that a bit so you can actually see what I'm doing. That should do that. Shut the screws off the side again. And then very carefully set that down. That nice and tight as much as I can. I know some people use electric screwdrivers for this, but I spent all the money on the parts, so I don't have one of those. Screw you. And use a power drill and use a freaking DeWalt. Just completely destroy everything. Get this as tight as I can. I'm going to take the glove off for this. There we go. That'll work. Now getting the cords in there in a manageable fashion. Hi, kitty. We have a very curious kitty today. Say hi to the chat, kitty. Say hi. Yeah. Trying to get cat hair and everything, you silly goose. So So this is going to be the next pain in the butt. And I have a plan. Listen here, liberals. Say hi again, kitty. Very good, kitty. So this is my plan here. I'm going to completely unplug this for a moment. I should grab the other bracket or something. Which is what I will do instead, just so there's something propping this up. Because I do have to... Actually, instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a crazy person. I'm going to take the GPU out again so I can work around in here. I'm wondering if it's made of hook-nosed child gold. Yes, it is. It is, in fact, made of hook-nosed child gold. Everything is very shiny in here, and it's going to be even shinier when the lights turn on. Okay, Jazza, you don't need to be in the middle of my painting stuff either, you little butt. Yeah, no, it's downtime for kitties. You don't need to be in the middle of all this. I know you want a different angle of attack. You're trying to be in the middle, but you can't be in the middle. Okay? Contrary to common belief, kitty is not an important PC component. Listen here, liberals, don't make me get Grug. He'll use the magic rock to spawn the Jewish Empire. Exactly. As Grug does. Alright. Try to push this darn latch down. Look at that. Look at that micro missile. Isn't that pretty? Doesn't that fit a Bionicle themed PC perfectly? I think it does. Alright. Now what I'm going to do... Give me just a second. Stand this back up again so I can get at the back panel. Okay. There's a couple more things I gotta remove from this now. Let me take this off too while I'm at it. Get that out of my way for the time being. All right. Get the old GPU cord or GPU fan or CPU fan, or get the old crap out of the way to make room for das new crappin'. Already got the thing that this was all hooked up to unplugged. Again, trying to remember where everything went with these cords. Got that out. We'll let you talk about the clankers and how you put them in the microwave and set it to pizza. Also, yes, that is very much a beautiful graphics card. Alright, with that out of the way, time to do a bit of strategizing. So let's see here. Let's think. I'm not good at thinking, but we're going to try. Try the fan once again. I think that would be the next smart thing to do. I know smart things and me don't mix, but we're going to try. We're going to try. Now we're going to give that just a little longer. You know what I used to do back in the day? I used to make transformers out of Bionicles, and it was good before the clankers came and microwaved me, young warrior. I have been deceived by the white woman. She promised me Baconator, but now I sit here, change a radiator in a basement. Man, I want a Baconator. Also, I used to make Transformer Bionicles too. That was the thing I used to do as a kid. It was fun. I have the GPU out. I'm going to try and get this sticker off. There we go. Hey, Sanjay, welcome back. We'll talk about Baconators. Micro missiles making you want a baconator. Hmm. Here's an idea. Bear with me just a moment. Hi, Kitty. Welcome back. You come to say hi to everybody again, Kitty? Have you prayed to the rain god Makiki for good harvests? No, but I talked to Larry. Does that count? I don't talk to rain gods. Ever since I said I like the guy who bitch slapped one, they don't like me. Rain god lower G. Hello, Rolly Cat's time. I'm good. How are you this fine evening? Hopefully you are well. We are here to watch me make very expensive mistakes. Very expensive. Very expensive. It's like the brackets for this thing are busted because they're old and I moved and things. So I am fixing them with super glue because that's what you want to do with computer parts. But hey, if it works, it works. That's how I feel about that. The one bracket was broken, the other's fine. So it's not too insane, but it is still insane. Listen here, young warrior. The Bacon Eater was promised to us 300 years ago by the hook-nosed child who carries the magic stick given him by the grug. How in the world is Rolly Cat's time speaking communist? They're not speaking communist. They're speaking anime. The automatic autocorrect hates me and won't let me do the funny. Damn these clankers. You have that same stick, huh? Are you related to the hook-nosed child? I think we found a descendant of the hook-nosed child, guys. It's not American, it's communist. You commie asshole. I'm here to do the funny while we watch you make the mistakes. Exactly. That's why I'm streaming this, because I figured, people would probably like to watch me make extremely expensive mistakes. It's entertaining. It's like watching a unicorn turn inside out. Can't I solder them together? Look, I'm no expert, but I don't think you can solder plastic. I just don't think it works very well. I'm going to be honest. He can no longer have... What the hell did he do with that soldering machine? What the fuck? Alright, that should reinforce it enough once that dries. That should fix the bracket. And I can finally get this stupid thing in there. Hold on, gotta plug the phone in. I said 15% battery or some shit. There we go, my jury-rigged setup is fixed. I'm actually, I don't know. Somehow Micro Missile confused your cooler, that the boiler you had to work on, for a Baconator. I don't want a Baconator. God damn it. Alright. Thanks, Micro Missile. It's all your fault. Now you got me thinking about boilers and Baconators. Did you use it as a wood burner? Let that set for a little bit longer while I figure the rest of this out. I'm going to shove these a bit more through here. Exactly how much of this I can get shoved in here. Cable management 100. That should work. That should, in fact, work. Now what I can do is screw around with zip ties and the likes. This will plug in like that. Just take this one twist tie, not a zip tie, it's a twist tie, screw you. Tie it up nice and good. Anyways, how's you doing? Sunday's doing good. Backflip cave diving. I'm doing alright. I was unreasonably tired this morning, but I took a nap and I'm a little better. Go ahead and take this off while I'm at it. Take that sticker off. Don't need no damn stickers in my pooter. There we go. Now, that all taken care of, I'm going to put the GPU back in. Now, the main reason I took it out is taken care of. Actually, no, I want to get the fans in first. Speaking of, I think this fan is almost finished. Let's see. At least it's good enough. I'm going to again try installing this fan. Damn. Kitty. Yes, I know. You want to be in the middle of things. You can be in the middle of things when things are done. I love you. I love you, kitty. Just like that, fan number 2 is installed. Perfect. Now to let's see here now to fiddly flirt with those. So do come on. Me and my damn sausage fingers. Me and my damn sausage fingers. There we go. Alright, those are now daisy chained. Now for this one, this is the part where I have to reinstall the GPU, because the GPU has a plug here to daisy chain other RGB parts to it. And I want to daisy chain those fans to the GPU, so that I'm not overloading the other daisy chains, because the daisy chains for my other fans, the other fans can only have like about, you can daisy chain a maximum of 4 devices to them, but it's not recommended. You want to keep it at like a max of 3. And since my GPU literally adds a third RGB plug to daisy chain things to, I'd rather daisy chain it to that. But we will see. I might actually just daisy chain it to one of the other lights. We'll see what's easier. First, I actually have to get the thing in. But before we do any of that, gotta get this plugged in. Doug Dangerous, the greatest technician that ever retired. That's me. That's me. Little known fact, my first technician job was building the gas chambers. The greatest technician ever wanted for war crimes. Dangerous. He needs the greatest tech. I've watched that guy's stuff. He's funny. There we go. Tighten that up. Take another look at the instructions for the monitor. Okay, so I want this cord. Not this cord, that's for the fan. I don't think that's gonna work. I want this cord. And this will plug into the actual monitor itself. Okay. Yeah, probably don't want to be trying to tug wires down right now, Kitty, you silly goose. She was playing with the cord for the fan that I removed and it fell on her. Bro, at this point, I have to Discord you. My spicy takes YouTube being too much of the gussy. What the hell? Yeah, I have sausage fingers. I will go commit great crime. I will buy power supply on Team. Oh my God, Micro. Yeah, welcome to computer building. It does look like that sometimes. See, at some point it'll look less like that when I get these cords replaced. I'm going to get them replaced with like RGB cords and stuff. It'll look really cool. Alright, so this is the cord that plugs into DOS monitor. One end would plug, so this is for like internal mounting, which is what I want to do. If it'll, fit, which it should. I don't see why it wouldn't. And it might not, we'll see. We'll see. But the way that this would work is that, so this plugs in directly to a USB mount. Or you can just have an external plug to plug it into a USB port. So, mount that in a minute. Oh, I might have to mount this differently. I don't know. I don't know yet. About to find out. Add as bonus, power supply becomes frag grenade if used too much. Word of the people, potato. Alright. Now the fun part, getting this into a USB port. It's out of my way again. I might have to wrap it around there again. I don't know. We'll see. Y'all gonna get a good look at the back of my head for a minute. I really don't want to remove that fan if I don't have to. But if it's going to make me, then I might have to take out the GPU and then take out the fan. And then plug the USB cord in. And then commit felony arson. Hold on, where's the owl? Whoo, whoo. Don't tell you the word of the enemy of the beanors. It won't let you say the word of the natural enemy of the beanors. How to build PC. Step 2, turn on. Step 1, hot glue. Step 2, power. Step 3, insurance claim. I think I got it lined up right this time. Looks like I got it in right that time. Oh, I guess we'll figure out when everything lights on fire. And this would plug into here. after it's mounted. So we're going to mount this next. Some people might say it was stupid to try and put the monitor in last. I tell those people that playing on hard mode isn't stupid. There are so many colors. Is that the apartment complex I see on fire? Potentially. Potentially. I plead the 69th, so you will never know. Okay, apparently those are too small. You know what color would be worse? You could be doing this high on magic mushrooms, but don't worry, young warrior. I brought the marshmallow, so if it catches fire, we can have s'mores. Beautiful. See, this is why micro missile is an important part of this community. Apparently, that is in fact too small of a screw. Oh, because I'm using the wrong screws. These are the screws I need. I'm stupid sometimes. I'm special. The doctor said so. One. Oh, by the way, the monitor has RGB too. Is another man's voting base. True. True. However, I don't want my computer voting for Kamala or anything, so we're going to try and not burn it. I'm going to do a quick test with the glass cover to see if this is going to be a problem. Oh, look at that. No problem at all. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see in this house. Things working as intended. Clean that fucking glass. That's gonna, don't worry, that's part of the plan. That's part of the plan today. We're gonna clean the glass. A lot of that's actually paint. Planned clanker hood. Police department. I lit my PC on fire, so now I have to become a fascist. Of course, the monitor has RGB in it. Yeah, it's like we were talking about last night, Rigosi. I'm bringing back disco. At least the part that everybody likes. So I'm cleaning the glass, don't worry. It's just most of that's paint from when I painted the case. This case was originally black, but I have given it an awesome Bionicle theme. Because we like Bionicle. We like Bionicles around here. And if you don't, well then you probably voted for Biden. Probably voted for Biden and support, I don't know, things that I don't support. Which way does the plug go? Which way does das Plugin go? I think the kitty's being silly again. She's very good at being silly. There we go. And plug the GPU back in. One last test to make sure this thing fits with the cords in there, because that's going to tell me if I have to rearrange the GPU cords again. It kind of helps if you get it hooked up right the first time. Shouldn't be any issues with that. That all looks snazzy. We're going to just do a bit more zip tie clean, or twist tie cleanup. Get wires out of the way. See, this is another reason why I wanted this case monitor, because that piece of ugly abomination is going to be very well hidden. You're barely going to see it. You'll still see it, but barely. There we go. Let's see here. Hey, if it works, it works. Australia RL, what's the specs and price for your PC? So, after this upgrade, I will officially be running a Taichi Radeon 9070 XT. This is a fucking Lian Li 8x8 universal screen, case monitor. I've got right now a Ryzen 3600 CPU in here. I might upgrade that at a later date to a 5800 because that's the nicest one that this board can handle, and I don't want to replace this board. It's got 48 gigs of RAM. 2 of these are 8 gigs a piece, and then 2 of these are 16 a piece, and they are Corsair. I've got right now in this, there is 2 1 terabyte SSDs, and then the old hard drive from my very first computer. That I intend to replace. I intend to get one of the fancy SSDs that you plug into the front of the motherboard to launch it from, and then I'm going to get a 5 terabyte SSD. So some of this is still leftovers from the more budgy hellbilly rigging. But so I've got that in there. So about, between those and the external one that I want to get rid of too, about 4 terabytes of storage. And it's about, got an 850 watt power supply. That I'm actually going to replace come next paycheck with a 1,000 watt power supply. But yeah, I'll be right back. Gotta get a paper towel. Actually, no, we'll just use a napkin. Why not? I've got more napkins than I know what to do with. Napkins, that's for people who eat food. Duh. Does this look like I ate food? No, I just spent $1,000 on a rig. That's as for pricing, the upgrade that I bought for this was a little under $1,000. That's what I'm working on right now. Little under $1,000. And it cost me, at the time of building this, it was $1,000 to build. So overall, about $2,000 rig in total. If we go by like early 2020 prices for when I first built this. Do I have a microfiber? I don't think I do. Why don't you stack the old motherboard on top of a new one? That's not how that works. Oh yeah, the motherboard, I forgot. The motherboard that I'm using is a MSI B550 Gaming Plus. Do you have some rubbing alcohol that you can use on that screen? I have hydrogen peroxide, but I got it. I have hydrogen peroxide, but I don't think I'm going to need that. So that should take care of that. There's one more thing I got to do. This needs to go back in there. There we go. Yeah, this is what you expect from your politics channel. PC building. I can lower that a bit. See if it causes any problems when I lower it. Okay, when it's that low, it doesn't work. So I do need to have it raised up. Okay, so it does need to be raised up pretty much all the way. To fit. Yeah, there we go. That's how much it needs to be raised up. And with that all said and done, speaking about lifting it up, I'm going to pick up the entire bad boy. I got a $1,400 PC. It's a 5070 GPU and a 32 gigabytes of memory, so I got it for a decent price, and it runs fine. Yeah, no, that would be a pretty good PC. This is just kind of a... I guess you could call this my dream upgrade. I wanted to just make this thing as beefy as possible, but I'm also future-proofing it for like the next decade. So, there's that. Alright. Now for this. Let's swap this around and actually have this gain its power from the un-RGB powered fan to justify using this longer jumper cord. So take this. Gotta bring power. Gotta put power to the GPU fan now. Do that. Run that through here. Try and get some level of cable management so it looks somewhat nice. I mean, then again, Micromissile can confirm this. Having a bunch of kind of exposed, wandering all over the place wires. That is definitely a Bionicle aesthetic right there. You know, it's like all like the exposed pistons and crap that they have on the sets. Having a bunch of like, exposed wires and stuff too, that seems pretty Bionicle. Put the toes on eBay. Oh yeah, you like my feet? You like my feet? Yeah, free feet pics. Make sure you check out my Patreon if you want more. Subscribe to the Patreon for a minimum of $5 a month and you'll get 9 lives feet pics. That's marketing for you. Probably some sick fuck out there who'd want it too. That is very true. I think you forgot to attach the power button to all this. How are you going to turn it on? Don't worry, the power button is plugged in. I made sure of that. I didn't touch that stupid bastard this time like I had to last time. Now you gotta be paranoid. That's all plugged in. It's all still plugged in. It didn't come undone. Only feet. That's just OnlyFans. It's just, dude, that's pretty much all you find on OnlyFans, to my understanding, is just feet pics. Alright. RGB. How do I want to hook up the RGB cable? Because I could be brave. I say that, but it's honestly not even that dangerous of a thing. I think I'm going to try daisy chaining this to some of the other fans. Worst case scenario, I can just swap that out and daisy chain it to the actual GPU itself, since the GPU does have an option for that. That's all hooked up now. It's all powered and hooked up and all that good shit. I think I got that hooked up right. About to find out. I'm pretty sure I got it hooked up right though. I'm going to do a... Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and put the back panel back on. He turns it on and then the PC explodes with a rainbow of colors. No, it's just going to explode. It's going to be a very normal looking explosion. Do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hook up the monitor and the keyboard and the mouse for a quick test power to make sure the RGB works and everything. Well, at least we know this Pride Month. No, it's not. It's Leviticus 20, verse 13 month. Besides, I'm not doing rainbow colors on this. Screw that. I'm doing botanical colors. It's kind of like, you know, it switches between the 6 elements. It looks really cool. Alright, do that. Get the keyboard. Get that keyboard. Got the mouse. Forgot about not having this plugged in. All right. Now for the monitor. I dropped it. I knocked over my America cup. God damn it. Son of a bitch. That. Got the power cord for the monitor. And we got the monitor itself. Plug that into the card. All right, moment of truth. I think I have the screen in upside down. I think I have the screen in upside down. I'm gonna have to fix that. I thought it was gyroscopic. Maybe it's not. At least it's supposed to be gyroscopic. Secure the bottom fan bracket. Gonna let everything rev up. Also, now you can host VCs with your 12 fans. Exactly. I am not gyroscopic. I'm many things. Gyroscopic is not one of them. If you want to be a child of God, choose Sacred Heart. It's kind of like a choose your own adventure month. You want to be a queer. I choose to be a bigot. That's what I choose to be. Okay. RGB turned on. Alright. Oh, that looks beautiful. That looks beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. And tell me that's not pretty. Also, this is my setup. Just a piece of tape on this thing. And just move it around. That's how I stream to everybody. That's how I've been streaming this. And the 4 in the PC. It's Irish. Yeah, it's Irish now, I guess. It's Lua colored. I'll give things just a second here. Oh, it's very pretty indeed. It's very pretty indeed. Alright. Well, that should do that. I'm gonna do a bit of cleaning up. I think that should be everything for this. There's one thing I want to check. Yep, got those in right. All right, well, that's the upgrade. That's the upgrade. It's done. So I want to thank everybody who stopped by to watch. Make sure to check out the channel. Make sure you subscribe and like and all that stuff. I'm going to be hopefully getting the video I've been working on for a while now done tomorrow, or not tomorrow, over the weekend, Lord willing, and then try to get back in the swing of making videos. So then, yeah, in case you feel the need to touch shamrocks, just feel the glass. So yeah, no, I'm gonna get this cleaned up. Check out the Patreon for the feet pics. And yeah, I'll probably be on route here in just a minute. So yeah, Godspeed out there, everyone. I will talk to you later. I thought he just tased. I thought he just tased the case. All right, Godspeed.